Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Be part of the gang this morning. Text or call 806-900-9630.
Good morning.
Waking up with the Bolton Oil Center, Jeff Mudflap and the Gang Morning Show.
So good. On KLLL.
A stranger overheard him playing and after a brief chat disappeared, only to return moments later with a surprise that would leave Evan and his dad speechless. The man handed Evan a guitar case containing a Fender Telecaster. Do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah, Telecaster, yeah.
Are they good?
Stratocasters and Telecasters are two of the greatest electric guitars ever.
Well, this was
particularly the Telecaster.
This was worth over $1,500, and the guy says, it's yours, straight up.
Wow.
I'd
I'd love to have one of those, man.
Anyway, he was stunned, and his dad was stunned and convinced there had to be a catch. But there was no catch. The store owner explained that the man had done things like this before. So good for them. So, wow, that's cool.
All right, that's your good vibes this morning. Yeah, I knew Carl would be checking in pretty soon. He's our resident gang member who's a Longhorn fan, and that's
Carl.
okay, Carl. Carl said, freaking awesome game last night.
Yeah, it was a good game.
That pretty much wraps it up right there with that game. That's
it's just there was a weird part of me, that when that girl hit that home run in the seventh inning, top of the seventh, and for OU, I had to smile a little bit. It was just like, I was just like, wow, she'll always remember that.
Yeah.
And I had to get out of the room and just walk around, because I wasn't mad. I was like, well, I can't believe that.
As a Tech fan, I think you get to where you expect those moments. You really do, because it's happened to Tech so much.
You do.
You get so close. You're right on the brink of something, and something comes and snatches it away. So
but then the coach in me just said, "Look, we still got a bat.
Yeah,
we're a home team.
Yeah."
And sure enough, they didn't panic, and they did what they had to do, and it was just, it's just like, it was so good.
You know what?
So good.
Last night, I hadn't even thought about this, and somebody posted something about this. I wish I could give them credit. I can't remember. Somebody on X had said that reminded everybody that, five of the players on Tech's team played for Louisiana last year when they beat OU in a regular season game, and it ended like a winning streak. Didn't they have like a 72-game winning streak or something like that? I think this was last year.
Remember that, but I don't. Yeah.
Five of the players that Tech has now played on that team for Louisiana, and it was Glasgow. They're the team that beat OU and ended that streak. And I'd forgotten all about that. I hadn't even made that connection just because I remember at the time it was like Louisiana. I was like, whatever, but. So five, key members of the team, were there when they beat Oklahoma. So you've got to think mentally for them coming into that game. They're probably sitting there going, "Hey, man, we beat Oklahoma last year." So I just wonder, the mental aspect of the game, that kind of stuff. I thought that was really interesting. Too.
The moment hasn't been too big for Tech,
right?
And sometimes it is for on this college level. Because you get there. You think of any of the NCAA. When you get to the Sweet 16, Final 8, Final 4.
Yeah.
But now Tech's going to win.
I know you've been saying it.
We're going to beat Texas.
Well,
I don't know if it's 2 games in a row, or I don't know if it's win 1, win 2. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see how. Let's say it goes 3, can Nigel pitch, is it possible to pitch all 3? Gosh, you got to think somebody else is going to have to step in there and,
I did not. Did
pitch
you
a little bit.
As a Tech fan, did you want it to go to another game last night? I did not.
Oh, well, of course not. No, you want to wrap it up.
Me being like, I didn't want any momentum switch.
Right.
To switch to OU, and I didn't want any, you leave it to a last game. I said anybody's game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do not want this to go on.
I'm also glad it didn't go another game because I don't know,
KLLL and United Express sending you on road trips across the great state of Texas. Win a trip to see Luke Bryan in Dallas June 20th.
And then a country song came on.
Or a family getaway to Six Flags. Your trip will include tickets, one-night hotel, and a $200 United Express gas card. To enter, scan the QR code at United Express locations. Road trip in summer from United Express and 96.3 KLLL.
96.3.
This is
KLLL.
Jeff Mudflap and the Gang.
96.3 KLLL.
no.
Probably so.
No, it's she probably needs some, she needs some time probably. So we're probably a lot, Let's face it, we're a lot.
I'm a lot.
Well, the two of us together is probably a lot too. It's a lot plus. So
Listen, you don't have to lump in. I know I'm a lot. So
no,
my wife lets me know all the time I'm a lot. So
that's why you're here. That's her time to be away and to I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, I love telling you about Salt by Angie. Our friend Chef Angie, she opened up Salt by Angie in the Crest Building on Broadway downtown, and what just a great historic building here in Lubbock. And what she has done to it to transform it into this amazing restaurant, you've got to get by there sometime. The thing about Salt by Angie is, they're open for lunch like Tuesday through Friday. It's like 11 to 2, and just really an amazing menu with things from there's a burger. It's the Broadway burger, which really is my favorite thing there on the lunch menu. And she makes an amazing Caesar salad. And dinner is next level. You always joked, she was on Next Level Chef. Remember that? But the food that she makes, it's Salt by Angie, is next level. Everything is so delicious and all the flavors and just so if you're a foodie kind of person or just someone who enjoys a great meal, you will love Salt by Angie. And new dessert. This is espresso tres leche cake, and actually Angie describes it as if tres leches and tiramisu got married and had a baby, this would be it right here. So the new espresso tres leche, that sounds amazing, sounds delicious. So if you when you go there, you just need to make sure that you save room in your dessert spot. Isn't that funny? How do you remember that when you were a kid? Your parents would serve dinner and there'd be a bunch of vegetables and things, and you'd get to a point where I'm full, but you wanted dessert. Mm-hmm. Well, you can't have dessert unless you eat all your all your veggies or whatever it is. But then you're like, well, I'm full for that, but my dessert spot is still empty.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a great logic when you're a kid, and I think it applies when you're an adult. Mm-hmm. The great thing is when you're an adult, you can totally just do it because you're an adult. Yeah. You can say, hey, my dessert spot is still empty, so I think I'm going to have dessert. Yeah. And there's nobody there to tell you no. How about that? Another one of the great joys of being an adult, right?
Yeah.
The little victories. But be sure and check out Salt by Angie. Again, they're in the Crest Building downtown on Broadway. Delicious food. Try that Broadway burger at lunch. It really is my favorite. But I do need to try the espresso tres leche. If anybody's tried it yet, let me know. I can imagine just imagining it. It's amazing. You've had it?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? You did have it? Okay.
Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing.
I didn't know that.
it's unbelievable.
All right. Well,
yeah.
It's keeping a secret over there, are you?
I am.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to get it because they're so good.
Okay. Now I can appreciate.
That. Turn it up. Wake the fun up with Jeff Mudflap and the Gang. Yeah! From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff Mudflap and the Gang. KLLL
Bubba. Hold on tight, folks.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang featuring Colleen.
Because this rodeo's just getting started.
96.3 KLLL.
All right. Man, I think we are. I think everybody's a little more magnificent than normal today.
Oh, my gosh. We
After,
so are.
Texas Tech
beat
OU last
what
night.
What a game. That's I hate to say that's the kind of finals you want, but that was good. I mean,
It was that moment where every Tech fan thought, great. Here we go again.
Here we go.
You just always have those moments you get so close and then it gets snatched away. But, OU had that home run there. They had 2 outs in the 7th inning, just one more
pitch.
out, and then boom,
pitch.
home run to tie it. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And then Tech comes right back, scores the winning run on their way to play in the championship finals there against Texas. And that starts tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN. But, man, I tell you what, I know there was a lot of fans already there in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a lot more making that trip now, if you can get tickets. I'm sure that there's probably a lot of OU fans that are selling tickets now, I would think. So you can probably get tickets if you want to go.
Yeah, my voice is just, it's somewhat lost. I went a little crazy,
Yeah, I didn't yell. I was, my wife actually got to go to the game. Her and one of her friends, they got tickets yesterday morning and made the road trip to be there for last night's game.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there watching it by myself last night. So I wasn't yelling or anything. It was, it's just me and my dog.
Oh, I'd have been yelling even by myself. It didn't matter. I had the dogs entertained, my family entertained. They were all laughing at me. And,
No, I fired up the grill.
That's what I do.
Made some. I had some Johnsonville sausages. Made some
sausages.
and fired that up. Potato salad, icy cold.
Yeah,
just sat there and watch the game. It was good. But man, that was something.
I thought that the team played well. I mean, I thought it was just a good team effort.
Yeah. Well, like I said, going into it, this whole run here, I just thought with Nigel being such a dominating pitcher, and then the defense that Tech plays, they are so good defensively, and that is so important. When you get down, get to this point, man, you got to play great defense.
That first baseman making that dive to first base so she wouldn't
get the girl out.
Get the girl out.
Yeah.
That's just little things that, the game before that, the stealing home, those little things matter, and especially in this type of series. And it's going to have to matter against Texas. We're going to have to, going to have to play well.
Well, they've got another, Kennedy is so great and so dominating. She's so good. But Texas has a great pitcher, too, that Kavan. I can't think of what her first name is, but she's really good. And, they're obviously a great team. It's going to be, I think it's going to be an epic battle here.
I do, too.
Now, and then you throw in the fact that it's Texas Tech and Texas. I mean, Texas Tech obviously is going to have a little extra juice in that one for sure. Texas doesn't like to admit it as much, but they're like, yes, Lovey, we'll be playing Texas Tech. They're a little bougie for us, but no, I don't think they're going to kill us because they're going to be playing for their first national championship.
This is
they
too.
haven't won in softball before, and they've been disappointed the last
Somebody
few years.
From
getting
Texas
close,
is going to take it home.
So if it's not going to be OU beating Texas, hopefully it's Texas Tech beating Texas. So. Yes, Carl. Stop it, Lovey. I can hear the voice, Carl. Yeah, Carl's our Longhorn fan of the gang, and so we have healthy competition here. So, no, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. 7 o'clock's first game tomorrow night. So, yeah, I've told y'all for this whole season I've become a real softball fan. I don't know. In the last few years I just started watching it more and more, and it's just super exciting. It really is. I've found that, like baseball, for instance, so far I just haven't been able to get into the baseball games. The Tech baseball was just so lousy this year. Didn't really follow a lot of that. But softball's been so much fun, and watching the Women's College World Series has been all of the games have been so good. I mean, they're so close. It goes by a lot faster too than baseball. I feel like the pace of it.
I agree.
There's more enthusiasm and just more emotion and just watching it. You just get into it. And I think these all the games though have been. I mean, I think I've watched literally every game of the World Series so far. Every game, not even the ones not involving Tech. It's just been so much fun to watch. And because they've all been so close. There's been amazing comebacks and walk-off home runs and drama and crazy calls that you've never heard of before and reviewed calls. And, I mean, it's just been very, a lot of drama. It's been fun to watch. So
Yeah. I'm sure I'll be emotional tomorrow. I mean, but I probably won't be as emotional, if we win one game and then go to the next game, then I'll be like, all right, I'm ready to go. But
you better save your
I'm
voice.
going to have to save my voice.
Yeah, I can tell you're a little. You must have left it all on the field last night
did.
because you're a little.
I did.
More subdued than
I
normal.
left it. I was ready for. I was so pumped, but and then I think all the emotion just fell out of my body when she hit that home run. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I wasn't angry. I was just like, oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that was.
But they, you know what? They stepped up. They stepped up
Oh,
and didn't panic, and they came right back and did what they had to do, and they've beaten two dynasty teams, from UCLA to Oklahoma. I mean, those two teams really.
Well,
have
I think
great-
the
good
reality of it
programs.
is Texas Tech is really good this year.
They are.
I mean,
They
it's
really
one
are.
of those things all year you kept thinking, hey, they look like they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe they can make a run in regional, and then they do. Maybe they can win super regional.
I think they deserve a little more than being ranked 12th.
Right, I think they were underappreciated
I
all
do
year,
too.
which is usually the Tech way. I mean, you always have to fight for every ounce of everything, but that's kind of the West Texas way of being. You fight for things, you work hard, it's just we got a chip on our shoulder. That's just how it goes, But they have proven that they are really, really good.
Yeah,
you do not get through the
don't.
World Series
Agree.
against the best of the best and get to this point
I
unless
agree.
you are really good. You can't just say, well, they just got hot at the right time. They went on a good run. They got lucky on something. No, they have played great, and they're clearly one of the top softball teams in the nation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's awesome to see it.
Yeah.
So, I know we could go on and on about that. Red Raider Outfitter, of course, will have, if you want to make sure you are geared up properly for Tech's run to the championship series now in the World Series, they will have plenty of stuff. I know they've been probably working all night on some new gear and stuff, so we'll let you know as soon as that's ready to go at all 5 locations. So get ready to make a run to Red Raider Outfitter today because they'll have all the stuff, I'm sure. So we'll keep you posted on that. Other than Texas Tech softball and all the excitement of that, I guess there is a few other things. Today, I don't know if you know this, Mudflap, but today is National Egg Day.
Oh, wow. I love eggs.
Now, is that exciting or what?
I love eggs, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know one large egg contains about 6 grams of protein and all 9 essential amino acids?
Wow. I
Thank
did not
you,
know
egg,
that.
for everything you do. The egg, the incredible edible egg. White and brown eggs taste exactly the same. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No, I never really knew this, I guess, because I've never stopped to think about it. But the color only, there's no difference in the eggs. The color only indicates the breed of the hen that they came from.
Okay.
How about that? Didn't you say you were considering getting some chickens or something?
I wanted to. Yeah, I would like
you can
to.
in your neighborhood, probably.
Yeah.
They don't want you to have chickens.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. How many eggs do you think a healthy hen can lay in a year?
A healthy hen can lay, I'm going to say 150.
Actually, a healthy hen can lay up to 300 eggs per year.
Okay.
How about that? Let's see if there are any other interesting facts here on National Egg Day. Now, I have heard this before. Shampooing with an egg is actually good for your hair. Have you ever tried that?
No.
Obviously, I haven't.
I
but,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I wouldn't do that. What guy came up with that?
I don't know, but apparently it's a good thing.
Let's just wash our hair with this egg.
I bet it wasn't a guy that came up with it. That's my guess. But one final thing here on National Egg Day: when eggs get too old, they float in water.
Okay.
So I guess that's how you can determine how, if you've got eggs in your refrigerator and you think, how long have these been here? Put them in water. If they float, they're too old.
Okay. Well,
there you go. And we'll have more exciting content coming up this morning. Coming up next, we'll talk celery. All right. If you'd like to get on the birthday list this morning, Terminix text line is 806 900 9630. And you can check in, too. All the gang members checking in. We got Troy, the painter. We got Ricky, retired Karen, Brenda, Tammy, William, James, Jonathan, Raymond, Mad Marty, KK, Holly, Sean, Gary, Ms. Lisa, Connie, Kimberly, Eva, Michelle. We got Mark and Bob and Elaine and Milkman, Jose the trucker, Jamie, Justin Beaver. We got Jimmy, Carl, Melanie T, Radley, Keeley, Zach, Cindy, and Cecilio checking in. And Cecilio with the Go Tech. All right, yeah, everybody's on the same page on that pretty much.
Yeah, that's for
except
sure.
you, Carl.
Oh, he's going, but just for a different team.
That's right. He's going for the Longhorns.
Oh, yes, the Longhorns, Carl.
But it's a big world. It's big enough for all of us. So,
Carl's a good old boy.
yes, he is. All right. Anything else? All right. Well, coming up here, we'll have a dad joke, and yeah, Carl, I love when you respond to that. Yes, lover. Let's see. Anyway, dad joke. The jury is still out on dirty laundry this morning with Colleen gone. I've got to find dirty laundry, and I got to tell you, I am struggling.
At least we
this
don't have
morning,
Caddyshack on this morning.
Oh wait.
Oh, is Airplane on this
Yeah, let
morning?
me see what's on. Dumb and Dumber might be on our studio TV. I haven't even turned it on
Colleen's
yet.
gone, we can watch.
I know, yeah. See, she doesn't ever like to have
That's
anything
right.
stupid like that on when she's
Yeah,
here.
we
So.
need the stupid stuff
Yeah, you know,
on.
Guy TV this morning. Yeah, we had Caddyshack on. We played it twice, I think,
Yeah.
during the whole show. It was awesome.
It was good.
We were paying attention to the show, by the way. in
Oh,
case,
we were, yes.
In case anybody from, like,
Corporate,
upper
yeah,
management or
yes.
ownership is listening.
Oh, yes.
We're doing
doing
incredible
God's work, yes.
Well, yes, we are. We're doing
Yes.
incredible work here, and we just have TV on in the background.
Oh,
we're not,
yes.
We're not really watching movies while we're doing.
Oh, no.
Again, this is one more reason people say, "Man, they pay you guys for that." Wow, how does anybody get that job? Oh, well, it's kind of a fallback when nothing else works.
Yes.
No, it's not. That's not true at all.
It's not? Okay.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No.
You know it's
of course
not. What are you talking about? No, this was our choice.
Yes.
Really was. How come the TV's not coming on here, by the way?
Like we care.
I wonder if they disabled it.
Probably.
Yeah, somebody called. Yeah, I called the corporate IT.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've got those two idiots in the morning watching
Those
TV
two
during the show. and
idiots.
I'd like you to disable that TV. That was a bad decision to put that in the
Jenkins!
studio. Yeah. Jenkins, are you the one that approved the TV in the studio?
Yeah.
Those two morons are going to watch TV all the time, and we need them paying more attention to their job. You call this a job? All right, let me mute that. All right, let's move on this morning. What do you say?
Okay.
We got Pledge Kids standing by, and we've got the Star Spangled Banner from Cody Johnson coming up this morning.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the gang.
96.3
KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL.
You ready?
And it collapsed.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Pretty bad, huh?
Oh, is that the punchline?
That was the
Oh,
joke.
okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize that. I thought that was.
Well,
I was
that's
waiting
okay.
for the punchline.
Well, I'm not saying I'm attractive,
Mhm.
but when I get naked in the bathroom, I turn the shower on.
Checks in the world ain't gonna clean your dirty laundry.
The Dirty Laundry with Colleen.
She's a good girl, and I don't think we really get any dirt on her.
All right. Well, Colleen is on vacation this week, so I found a few things for Dirty Laundry this morning. I'm doing my best here. Blake Lively. We've talked a lot about this whole deal. Blake Lively has actually withdrawn her claims of intentional and negligent infliction of emotions. That's a lot right there. Against Justin Baldoni, her It Ends With Us co-star. Her attorneys described the move as, quote, routine, saying, we are doing what trial lawyers do, preparing our case for trial by streamlining and focusing it. Okay. The decision follows Baldoni's legal request for Lively's mental health records, which she declined to provide. Despite dropping these specific claims, Lively continues to pursue allegations of sexual harassment and retaliation, asserting that Baldoni orchestrated a smear campaign against her. Baldoni has denied all allegations and filed a $400 million countersuit against Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds and their publicist, accusing them of defamation and extortion. Gosh, do you have any mental health records? I don't even think I have anything like that.
No, not right now.
I'm not saying we shouldn't, but I'm just saying I just
Yeah.
don't think we do. And then there's been rumors of Kelly Clarkson, I guess, leaving her talk show. She's finding it harder and harder to keep that smile on her face, according to an insider who says she's dealing with, quote, extremely painful personal issues. A source close to Kelly Clarkson tells the New York Post that she recently had a moment of clarity about her situation, adding that, quote, she has her priorities and her family comes first, but I think she's been humbled by the whole situation with her divorce. Kelly grew up without a father, and she had an incredible love story with Brandon. She is a compassionate and caring person, and what has happened recently has helped her to move beyond her divorce. The insider concluded by saying they thought this was just a bump in the road, said the difficulty is that Kelly, like all of us, wants to be liked, and she had to deal with this new moment in her life. She knew she had to step down for a minute. So there's no official announcement yet, but the rumors of Kelly's departure from her talk show are getting louder and louder. So there you go. And that
Is your
dirty
Dirty
laundry.
laundry.
It's all the dirty laundry I could find. So
that was good.
yeah, I like the way you chimed in there.
Thank
though.
you.
That was good. You know, we're trying to do Colleen proud here this morning while she's gone.
I'm sure
so
she's so proud.
I think we brought it today.
Oh, yeah.
I think we brought it big. In fact, I think this information will get back to her, and she's going to go, wow.
Yeah, I'm bringing the brat.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Consider it brought, right?
Yeah.
All right. Basketball, football, whatever. Your favorite sport might even be soccer. So, you know what?
Yep.
If that's cool, I won't even judge you. So.
No?
But yeah, pick your ticket, and you can go enter to win right now at KLLL.com. You can also get some bonus entries every time you stream the station. It's like, if you listen to us on the Sonic KLLL mobile app or at KLLL.com, there will be a keyword there for some bonus entries as well. All right, checking the weather for today. It's brought to you by Fred Loya Insurance.
Yeah, just a mix of clouds and sun today. Probably more sun than usual, but 90 degrees today. Right now, 65.
More sun than usual.
I know. I was going to
Hey,
see if
what
you
was
got
it?
that.
Yeah, what exactly? What am I expecting here? Am I going to burn when I go outside? Or is it like fiery
I think
ball
it's
of
going
the
to
heat
feel
and
like
it's
more.
going to be even
It's going to
worse?
feel like more sun than 90.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you're
it's
saying
gonna-
not a lot of clouds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I always like the breakdown of your weather. It's always interesting. What do you mean by that? So, all right. Here we go with the birthdays today.
All right, Madison Garcia, Stephen Hart, Jessica Wilson, Aaron McCain, 14, Joshua, 4 years old, Debbie Wilburn, Caitlin Shoemaker, Shayla Scott, and Amy Pope. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Amy. How about that? She's a gang member.
I know she is.
All right, it is 7:36, and all is well.
Yes.
96.3 KLLL and Paul's Parts, reminding you Father's Day's June 15th.
He's like the best dad ever.
And you could give your dad the ultimate Father's Day present, the gift that always fits and every dad can use. $2,000. Enter to win right now at KLLL.com. $2K for Father's Day from Paul's Parts and 96.3 KLLL.
96.3.
This is
KLLL.
Jeff Mudflap the Gang.
96.3 KLLL.
All right, it is 7:46, and the big news of the morning is Texas
Tech, baby.
playing Texas in the final series of the World Series. They beat OU last night. If you missed the game, wow, it was very dramatic.
You missed it. If you missed it, you missed a great game.
Yeah, Tech was up 2